welcome back to Open Your Eyes and our second segment where we are joined by members of the Ministry of Agriculture who are here to talk to us about the upcoming Agricultural and Trade Show. So we have with us Mr. Huga Miranda, who is the Rodeo Coordinator. And we also have Mr. Pook, who is the Communications Director. Thank you both so much for being here on our fun Friday.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Thank you very much to you guys. And, you know, most importantly, the people that listen to us on a daily basis.
Yes.
It's an excellent way to start the morning with a conversation with two beautiful ladies who have told me that they will be at the Agric Show this year.
Yes. Sir, I was the right one and a call.
We hope so.
Tell it to us.
Because
tell us.
It's going to be huge this year.
Wow.
I mean, part of the advertisement always says it's going to be bigger and better and brighter and all of those things. But this year, the show will indeed take off. This is the third show after COVID. You know, due to COVID, we had to stop for a couple of years and so. This year, the show is taking off indeed with new additions to what normally we have at Agric. Of course, you're going to have a lot of food. You have people coming from all over the country. That's people that are attending, but people that also bring things to sell because it's a huge event.
Yeah.
We're talking about upwards of 35,000 people. We're anticipating somewhere around 40,000 people and upwards of that this year in terms of attendees. And that's just the gate receipts we're counting.
Okay.
You also have people that are working there. If you added everything together, you probably reach close to 45 or maybe upwards of that in terms of thousands. No, we're going to have the usual things like I'm saying. Food, you're going to have mechanical rides, you're going to have deals by all kinds of businesses that attend the Agriculture and Trade Show. Of course, the core of the show is agriculture. Farmers, plants, fruit, displays of in the livestock section.
Cattle,
There's a livestock section where farmers display their prize animals. Hugo can tell you more about that a bit later on. That is always a part of the show. But in addition to the rodeo, which is one of the more, Hugo and his committee think it's perhaps the most scintillating event at the show itself.
Well, I am very intrigued by the rodeo.
Yes. But apart from the rodeo and the scintillation which it brings, though, this year we're going to have horse racing.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing how many people love horse racing throughout the country.
Yes.
People from Cayo, people from Orange, people from Boom.
Exactly. I was wondering why you never mentioned me first.
Yeah. From all over the place. And right now we are getting a lot of interest in the horse race. We've developed, it's not really a track in terms of the circular full 7 furlong track. It's more of a sprint track. That's about a furlong or so long. But we are going to have horse races there on Saturday around 1 o'clock or so, up till maybe 5, as long as we have light over there.
Yeah.
This year we also have a bartending competition that's taking place on Saturday. On both Saturday and Sunday, we have a dog show. Again, that's another sector that once we opened up and we put the advertisements, it's amazing how many people have interest in dogs or have dogs and they want to enter them in the categories which I would never have imagined existed.
So what
the
are we
dog with the biggest head and the best dressed dog and the most obedient dog and things like that.
I was going to ask, what are we expecting when it comes to the dog show competition? Is it about what dog can do the best tricks?
Yeah, it's split up into 2 days.
Okay.
On Saturday, I understand the breeds which are bull related, pit bull and that kind of thing. Saturday is dedicated to them, and that's where the dog with the biggest head, and that's more of a show kind of competition. You know, show off your dog and whatever characteristics the category says. On Sunday, there's going to be some of the obedience competitions, and then again some of the show, because the other breeds, the mini breeds like Chihuahuas and so on, terriers and
shepherds. You know.
How does everyone learn all of this? How do you learn how to have a dog show or even how to enter a dog show?
We have advertisements up on our Facebook page.
Okay.
The committee reached out to people that were interested in dogs within the ministry itself.
Okay.
And they volunteered to get this going because these are all things that happen and some of us don't even know about them.
Okay.
Dog shows.
In Belize.
Exactly,
Oh,
in
wow.
Belize.
No, I didn't know
wasn't
that happened
aware
there.
that there was a really active community of people that are interested in all
Okay.
of these breeds and the competition and so on.
And that's a new event.
Exactly.
It's a new program.
I think they might have had in the past, like you're talking about maybe 5 or more years ago, but recently it's not been a part of the show, and so we're reviving that. Those are all new things, and I cannot forget to mention that this year there is a completely new event. We are raffling a 2024 Ford Ranger.
All right, you
Tickets
have
are
me. I'm coming.
The tickets
Sold.
are available right now at the district agriculture offices, sorry, and they're available at BEC because we partnered with BEC,
Okay.
and so they are selling tickets at their office as well. The tickets are cheap.
Right.
For
How much?
$50.
What?
You
Okay.
get a
Wow.
chance to win a 2024 spanking new Ford Ranger.
Wow.
These are pickups known for durability, for strength, for endurance. Imagine Sabrina jumping into the cockpit of her
I'm just imagining
2024 Ford
driving,
Ranger.
and I need a car right now.
Turning
I
heads
just
when
lost my car.
she visits Boom and turns heads as she passes.
Yes,
you know.
I know, right? I can see it. I can picture it.
Exactly, for $50.
Manifest it.
So all
Wow.
of that is a part of the show. We're raffling that, I think, on Sunday afternoon. So the thing is that there's a whole lot more to look forward to when we talk about the fair. But it's time, I think, to talk about the most scintillating event at the fair, the rodeo.
Which I truly believe a lot of people go for.
Yes.
They want to
Yeah.
see the rodeo.
There's a huge following.
There's a huge following.
I-
Mr. Hugo, tell us about it.
I think in the last 8 years, the rodeo component of the agri show has grown tremendously. I recall 8 years ago we had two sets of bleachers, and that was it. And if we compare 8 years ago to last year, that was a rampack stadium. It is an arena where the Ministry of Agriculture has made some huge investments, particularly in seats, in seating spaces for the spectators, and also in the type and the quality of animals that we bring to show to the public.
Okay.
Every year, one of our major interests is to have a new attraction, and this year is not. We are not staying behind. This year, we are having a halftime show. That will be after the 10 bull rides. Halftime show. We are bringing two pretty beautiful horses that will be doing a horse show. These horses dance to the rhythm of I think it's the music is El Tucanazo,
Oh, no.
and there will be an artist also that will be accompanying these horses, and that will be our halftime show. Added to the bull riding, which is the main event of the program. Of course, I must say to the public that we opened our registrations yesterday, and as we speak, I got the last person that registered and submitted his bank statement, and we only have 12 spaces available.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So we
Left.
opened yesterday and we have 12 spaces.
That's
it's
for the
limited
bull
to
riding.
20 rides only, the bull
Okay,
riding
okay.
program.
That's to tell you that people are interested.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
What is the requirement to sign up for bull riding? Can I? I mean, I would, but
We would love to have you
anyone-
girls.
I wouldn't. But
I heard
can anyone
Sabrina
sign
saying,
up?
I will ride one of the cows. And
You know
she
what?
said one
I
of
need
the
to
cows.
stop saying. I need
Committing
to really
yourself.
stop saying these things.
Our bulls are approximately 2,500 pounds in weight. So you
Wow.
can imagine these types of animals. And what you need to have is courage to jump over those.
Just courage.
Right?
Well, I lack that.
Of course.
Well, Sabrina's dressed the part already, Hugo. She only needs her boots.
Right.
Her hat
Why
and
do
a
I
hat,
do this?
She was wearing
some
boots
kind of
when she came
neckerchief
in,
to
but
wave in the air.
Right. And so then what we are having there is that the grand prize is $2,000.
Okay.
Whoever can stay longer than 8 seconds and the bull performs, best out of all the bull rides. That is the main attraction, added to the barrel races, the arena races that we have. And of course, There's something between Roaring Creek, Belmopan, and Orinjoak. There are some girls from the Ely family in Carmelita, Orinjoak. These girls are no joke, and they are running against this girl from Banana Bank.
In what?
You got to be there in the arena races, barrel races, and pole
Oh,
bending.
wow. Okay.
wow.
They are experts. They are very good on their horses, right? It's a book. And I think that is what makes the arena lively on a Saturday. The Saturday is scheduled for kids.
Okay.
The Sunday is for adults.
Okay.
Yes.
But prior to rodeo now, I just don't want to stick only to rodeo, but we have a livestock show as well, because we must remember that when farmers come to agri show, they want to see plants, they want to see animals,
Of
and
course.
so on. And what comes to the showgrounds is the best out of the best. The best out of the best. So you can see
Beautiful.
good quality, good genetics, good pretty animals there. Do you know that some of these people own horses that probably would value $20,000-$30,000?
Wow.
You know, the other day I was bragging with Melly Nissan. I probably $8,000. I see one of them buy hollow a horse.
Oh
But
my
we're
gosh.
more.
20,000.
Oh my gosh.
And so Mr. Pook was right. Probably if you guys would see those, you might say, okay, I'll just buy my hat and
Just buy a
my
Some of the
horse,
calf
yeah.
riding just on the screen.
And it's cheaper, I mean, if you compare it to what you'd purchase for fuel. But I have to
So
say,
the Saturday now is the livestock show. We do the judging of sheep first, and then cattle, that will
Okay.
be beef and dairy categories. And then the Sunday is specifically horses.
Okay.
The-
But
that
children
happens
can go on
between
Sunday
8 to
as
11:30.
well.
Yes, children can go
Okay.
and see, but because what we're trying to do is that the Saturday we have it scheduled for kids only.
The
Okay.
competitions.
So the competitions.
competitions.
So that the kids
Okay.
now won't be interfering with the adults.
Correct.
one.
Oh, I
The
understand.
adults, because there's this rodeo issue, this rodeo sport is loved by many.
Yes.
And just like how bicycle races have their crowds, same thing with
Yeah.
The rodeo. Wow.
that is very true. But gentlemen, the agriculture show has been around for a very long time.
52 years this year.
As we watch year and year again, this show expand to offer even greater products and activities for persons to experience and enjoy. I have to ask, what is the preparation like for something like this?
It starts from way right after the show itself. So this show is going to be this ending of month. Right after that, we have to sit down and do postmortem. We have started a process where we're trying to have more collaborations with both the sector, within the sector, the agriculture sector itself, as well as with sectors that have to do with the direction we want to go in. So for example, this year we've already started collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism and BTB to try to make sure that the agriculture show is not just an internal Belizean thing in terms of it's a show that Belizeans know about.
Right.
We want to market it as an international event. There's various of the same kind of show, agriculture shows, which are held in countries next door, Guatemala and Mexico, that many Belizeans go to because they already know what to expect from it, and we want that same kind of anticipation, that same kind of momentum building up to our National Agriculture and Trade Show. So when a tourist comes to Belize, that tourist knows the Agric Show is one of the things that they can look forward to in April or May, depending on when it falls. And we've partnered with them, for example, to ensure expansion of our product, to ensure that we have more innovation. We've expanded our committee. So that committee starts meeting from as early as around July, August to start the planning, because some of these activities that we carry out, the planning is intense.
I can imagine.
Right now that we are coming here the week before, it's because we've been sitting down together for month after month after month to make sure that the activities are streamlined enough to fit into the calendar or into the schedule for Saturday and Sunday. And we're finding that we don't have enough time over 2 days to carry out some of the things that we'd like to carry out.
And the amount of people that comes too, because I believe it was last
Exactly.
year that brought out record numbers. Are you prepared to host even more?
Thank goodness, I think that aspect we're not so worried about. In
Okay.
terms of space, for example, we have 60 acres approximately of the show grounds. So we can accommodate the number of people. In terms of infrastructure, the bathrooms and booth spaces and the grounds themselves, the streets, the roads that we have within the grounds, again, we keep improving those year after year. We market the show as a family event. And again, in the past 2 years, since we started having the show after COVID, thank goodness, everything has been running very smoothly. We have very active police presence. We have cameras all over the grounds. So safety over the past 2 years has been number one. We haven't had any major particular event, any crime occurring on the grounds. Thanks to the heavy police presence, lots of patrols throughout the day, cameras all over the place. So that is one of the things that we want to keep about the show. But again, it takes a lot of planning. This year, the show on Saturday is scheduled to carry on until about 10 o'clock in the night. There are several, we zone off the sections of the show. There's the sections where you can go and get your deals. Again, the major business houses in Belize take the businesses and practically open them at the show. So you can get all kinds of deals at the Agric show. But there's also people that go for entertainment. So there's entertainment at the show. There's a section zoned off for people that want to have a beverage or two, the beer garden section. And they get local artists to perform. And that's happening especially in the afternoon, Saturday, leading up to 10 o'clock or so. I think Sunday we're closing a bit early because Sunday is the closing of the show. Again, takes a lot of planning. We have to meet up with police, we have to meet with the Belmopan City Council, we have to include a whole huge number of players and stakeholders to make sure that all of these things can take place for the show and it runs very smoothly.
How many booths do you have this year when you're talking about goods and things that people are going to be able to access?
It's anywhere between 350 to about 400.
Whoa.
Because everybody wants to be where there's that number of people accessing the show. So from food vendors to people that sell trinkets all over the place to the major businesses, cell phone companies, for example, you're going to have Digi there, you're going to have Smart there, you're going to have Cellular World there. To companies that want to display what they have for the Belizean public to see, to businesses that simply just want to show where they are. Santander, for example, puts out a booth regularly. We've invited the participation of ministries of agriculture in Mexico and in Guatemala, or neighbors, to come to the fair and again show what they are doing, because agriculture is a regional thing. It's a trans-border activity, and a lot of what affects Guatemala, Mexico, also affects us. So we want to have their ministry show the Belizean public what is going on in Mexico, what is going on in Guatemala, for the farmers particularly to find out. And at the same time, we've invited private enterprises that are related, connected to agriculture, to come and show off their products, so that again, our Belizean farmers can see what the deals are, what they can do, the connections, network with these people for their equipment that they use here in Belize. So all of those things take place at the show. And there's some, I mean, we're not lying, we're not really, it's not just advertisement copy when we say there's something for everyone. Some people go just for people watching. The scenes that you have playing on TV right now, you have people from all across the country, PG, Stan Creek, Cayo, Belize, the Keys, Orangewa, Corozal, that congregate. So some people go because there's a crowd and because they want to be in the crowd, they want to be seen,
they don't want to miss out.
Exactly. But people also go for deals. Some people go because they're going to get plants, they're going to get, again, fruit. They're going to get vegetables at very good deals. Some people take their family to enjoy the mechanical rides. Some people go because they have business that they want to attend to. There's something for everybody. The show caters to all of that.
You know who I saw the last time also? A lot of guys from shipyard and from other Mennonite
Mennonite.
communities.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That
I
would
was
be very
astonished
interesting for.
to have seen so many people.
They
there.
normally don't come out. They're very conservative in
Right,
their
yes,
approach to
right,
those
Yes.
things.
Right.
I mean, we can obviously see what this does for business, for persons that would
Exactly.
come out there, vendors, having over 4,000 people around you.
40,000
Excuse
people
me,
or so.
40,000 people around you. There's hardly a chance that you would not
Not.
sell out.
Sabrina, Belmopan is locked down in terms of hotel space from like a month ago.
Wow.
San Ignacio is probably going to get locked down very soon in
It
terms
is
of, again,
already.
hotel spaces. You can't get hotel spaces because people call way ahead of time. Even the vendors in the villages leading up to Belmopan, from both between San Ignacio and Belmopan and between Hattieville and Belmopan, even they make money because there's a stream of people congregating in their vehicles to go to the fair.
Right.
And these people stop at these villages and they buy
Yeah.
water, whatever things, snacks and so on. The villages see all of this stream of vehicles running through that stop every so often, and you know, all of that is something that is unique to the Agric show. So there's a lot of trickle down to
In that impact.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's a huge business impact. You're talking about food that is being sold on the grounds. These people that sell food need to source their meat. They need to source whatever vegetables they're selling with their food from farmers. So the farmers also get a piece of
And
the pie.
that's what I wanted to ask you, because I mean, just from the concept or the name itself, the agriculture show
Right.
seeks to promote agriculture in Belize. Have you guys gotten feedback from what a show like this means to farmers directly?
They are very enthused about the show, starting with making sure that the farmers of the year get the accolades that they deserve.
Yes.
We are taking them all over the different media houses, and I think we have a booking for Tuesday, next week Tuesday with you people, where we'll have at least one of them. Honestly, they don't like coming to media houses. We're taking them away from their work.
Yeah.
We had them yesterday, for example, at another media house in the city, and they're, hi, we are right now. We should be working in our
Yeah.
fields.
Leading
But-
up
That's
to the
why they
show.
won Farmer of the
Exactly,
Year.
Yeah.
because of the hard work.
Yeah.
But starting with that, we highlight the work that they do, and whenever you highlight, even if it might not be yourself, but you're a farmer, you appreciate that what they do is being understood, is being shown to the whole country. So that's one part of it. The displays that are visible, that are available at the show, each district agriculture office, and each district has one, they take the best from their district and display that so that people can see what farmers are doing. Hugo talked just now about the livestock shows, the displays, the best cows. These animals are beautiful. The horses, the bulls, the cows, you know, prize animals that these people have. These are animals that these people spend a lot of money on.
They give their
They're
life to this
expensive.
job too.
Exactly. And so the Agric show is like a centerpiece for them to show. When they participate in these competitions, they don't necessarily want the value of the prize, you know.
Right.
They want the space to show their animal first, and they
exposure.
want the bragging right to say, hey,
Yeah.
that's my horse
Yeah.
that I have been taking care of for the past year or 2 years or whatever else. That's really the attraction. Look at that bull that we have on the screen. I mean, that's a lovely animal.
But
Yeah.
adding to what Mr. Pook is saying, also when farmers go there, they want to see the latest technology that is available
True.
that they can
Right.
adopt and implement in their fields. And so then you will see our partners in development. You will see AICA, you will see CARDI, you will see
BMDC.
BMDC, you will see ROC, the Republic of China, Taiwan,
And the international companies
and
that we
other
invite to come and
international
participate
companies
as well.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
It's a chance for networking. Farmers go and see what these companies have, what's the best price, what are the things that I need to do to get these things inside my farm, and so on and so on. So all of that farmers take advantage of. And of
Yeah.
course, again, farmers need a bit of time to break away and
Yeah.
de-stress from all of that daily activity, and the
Yeah.
Agric is one of the perfect places to do that.
I want to go back to the point that you mentioned about the cost of a horse. And I have to tell you that it took me being in my adult years to realize the investments that are taken
Yes.
into purchasing or raising these animals, and the payout that you get when
Right.
you sell a cow or when you
Right.
sell a horse,
Right.
they're not cheap.
No.
I did not realize that until I was much older. A great way to start a business or even a retirement plan
Right.
is to just put some
Right.
cows on a plot of land.
And it's not just selling the animal itself that brings in money, Sabrina. In the case of horses and
Cattle.
bulls and cows, for example, we have been working with farmers to try to ensure that the stock that we have in Belize is genetically improved. We support farmers doing that. So farmers that have beautiful animals like that, they can sell the offspring of their animals, whether
Yes.
it's the semen or whether it's the live animals themselves.
Embryo.
And again,
So it's
that
just
is
that
a business.
lineage.
That's a
Yeah.
business right there.
That's a business.
And that means that our stock of animals in Belize has been improving constantly throughout the years. The beef that we sell, the Belizean beef that we sell, the quality of the meat, the marbling in the meat, all of that has been constantly improving because people invest in their animals.
Yes.
And what you see on the screen is the result of that.
Right.
You see that at the Agric show, what the animals look like.
So much so that we're even looking at the possibility of exporting our beef as well because of the quality that we have.
Well, we have active export markets.
Yes.
The Mexicans, for example, come to Belize regularly and they take our cows back to Mexico by the truckload.
Yes.
So that is something that's active. And one of the ways in which people from outside can come and find out what kind of animals we have in Belize is, guess what? They come to the Agric show and they see the kind of prize animals that are available in Belize.
And
Just
then the
like we would
public
go
can
over
be
there and do
educated
that
too.
Yes.
I think that's something that, like Sabrina said, if you're not actively involved in the industry,
You'd never know it,
you wouldn't know. So it's a great opportunity for those of us who wouldn't otherwise be exposed or understand or even appreciate the amount of effort and
Exactly.
planning that goes into having a role like that.
So on
is
the surface, it's
incredible.
a people watching event perhaps.
Yes.
On another level, it's an event where you can catch up with culture, try foods from all over Belize because they're available at the Huga is with the cooperative department. He's the cooperative department's education officer. They bring in groups from all around the country for those groups to show off what they do. They cook food, they show off because some of the cooperatives do clothing, some of the cooperatives do crafts and so on. They have these things on display at the show. You can see what's going on. On another level though, and maybe the deeper level, it's the farmers showcase where all of the things that we were talking about, the animals, the genetics, the plants, because that's also an area that is on display. The plants, the fruit, the vegetables, the prize fruit. Just a while ago, a video with a huge pumpkin, huge water,
Produce
those
and
are
livestock.
things that farmers take pride in. Exactly, take pride in as well. And those are things that you see at the Agric.
Yeah.
Those things are on display. They're homage, if you will, to the farmers. This is what farmers do. This is our time to make sure you are center stage
Yeah.
with your products like that.
Well, gentlemen, you've definitely sold me and Carla, and I'm sure there are many other viewers that are tuning in that didn't even need selling. They're coming every year.
Did I
They've
see
booked
you
their
registering on your phone to participate in the bull
you
riding,
did.
Sabrina?
I was like, let me see how I can register for the bull riding.
what waivers are we signing in order to do this?
There's ambulances available, There's safe.
That makes
safety
me
Not
feel
first.
comforting.
We have first aid ambulances available at the
my
Agric for any kind of
So, yes.
eventuality. So,
Yeah.
Sabrina,
Prepared.
Gentlemen, remind us again of just some of the activities that people can expect on the individual days, Saturday and Sunday.
on Saturday we have the bartending competition in the morning. The farmers of the year are going to be given their prizes. There's a special ceremony for that takes place at the main stage. In the afternoon, there's the horse racing. Everybody, I think, will be anticipating. And then either along with or maybe right after the horse race, we're going to have the kids' rodeo. And of course, all the while, Saturday, you're going to have all of these deals, all of these different displays that you will be able to see.
But wait. There's something that you're forgetting.
Not forgetting that the day before, Friday, is the official opening ceremony. It starts on Friday.
So
But
Friday
Saturday
night-
is really not a public event in terms of everybody can go and start seeing the displays. That's really the
Okay.
official opening ceremonies by invitation.
Okay.
But The gates open from around 7 o'clock on Saturday morning for
Saturday
all of
morning.
these different activities for you
Okay.
to check out
Well,
what's
let's-
going on.
let's not
Food all over
forget-
the place. What am I
Don't
forgetting?
forget that Saturday also, the rodeo will not start at 1 o'clock as we had done traditionally. It will start around 3 because we are lightening our arena this year.
Oh,
So we
You're,
will have
you're
lights.
lighting?
Arena lights.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
Night
wow.
So we will have our rodeo. We might run up to into 7, 8 o'clock the
Okay.
night
Right.
because we will be on the lights this year.
all right. And a
Nice.
cooler
Dog
time of
show.
day.
It's a cooler
Also
time
starts.
for kids as well.
Yes, yes.
Dog show also starts on Saturday, the bull breeds and so on. Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock. Way over by the horticulture sector, but right behind the sign, where as soon as you go around the roundabout, you see a big sign that says "Welcome to Belmopan."
That's the dancing horse.
The,
the black one.
dog show starts then. Sunday, dog show continues. We have the rodeo starting at around 1 o'clock. Of
Okay.
course, again, in the morning you can walk around, enjoy yourself, deals and so on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the rodeo starts at 1. Entrance for rodeo inside is
Saturday is $8 adults, $5 kids.
Okay.
Sunday is $15 adults and $10 kids.
Okay.
entrance to the showgrounds on both days is $8 adults, $5 children, $10 parking. You can pay for your entrance online for
Okay.
both rodeo and for the showgrounds themselves. A lot of what we are doing nowadays is online. You can register for the rodeo, pay for it and everything online, for example, and Huga just gets his report and
All
That's
right.
good.
exactly. Yeah, we try to make things easier and better for people, so we don't have long lines and people.
So how do they
waiting and all
access that? Where do they go online to be able
there
to?
is a number that you can call if you want instruction. There's also, I think, online from our Facebook page.
Okay.
There's again number and instruction that you can access there. You can go to, you can pay with DigiWallet and eCash
Okay.
for all of those things. So we'll try to facilitate.
Yes.
Sunday, let's not forget, we continue with the rodeo starting around 1 o'clock. Girls, I got to tell you, Sabrina's probably seen rodeo.
Yes.
But you have to see a rodeo to understand the excitement that
Yes.
is a part of this rodeo.
Well, I can feel your excitement.
I can
so
feel
I'm-
it too.
Yes.
The girls are going shaving right close to the barrel and the horse.
Oh man, guys.
And the truck that Sabrina
Will
is
win.
going to buy a whole raffle book, she says, to make sure she wins it.
Sabrina will win.
Is going to be raffled at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Okay.
Where? At the main stage or at the rodeo arena?
Probably around the main stage.
Well, I have to go and pick up my truck anyway, so at least
You'll be there.
You'll see me on Sunday
After the bull riding.
After my bull riding. Gentlemen, thank you so much. This has been quite an informative and exciting segment. I can tell that both of you are so passionate about the work that you do, and I know that we'll be seeing that crowd. People love the agriculture show, and I'm hoping that those numbers increase from 40,000 to 50 and more this weekend coming.
Couldn't agree with you more. We echo what you said just now, and we're very, very happy that you've allowed us the space to be here. We would just want to invite everybody, and let me just end by thanking our sponsors.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't mind, I need to thank them with, I brought my list with me. Agrovet Hiron and Sons Company Limited, who's been sponsoring the prizes for the Farmers of the Year. Bowen and Bowen, who's partnered with us for so many years at the Agric Show. The Corozal Free Zone, who has come up big time this year. The Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, always supporting us, always supporting agriculture. Big time sponsor this year. UNDP has come up big time this year. James Brody and Company Limited. Smart Belize is also one of our big time sponsors. The MENA Group, Mr. MENA has always been with the Agric Show. He's also in our organizing committee. The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing is also one of our partners that we want to thank. They've helped us in so many ways, big time. Cardi, one of our gold sponsors, the Caribbean International Brewery, Sol Agro Chem, Taiwan Embassy, Nando's Wholesale, and Oyersa, the Belize Water Service, Victor Food Distributors, the Development Finance Corporation, MAHEEPS, the Social Security Board, the National Gas Company, the Pesticides Control Board, Builders Hardware, and of course BEC, who is helping us with our truck, and KYN Consulting Limited. These are all people that have stepped up to the plate, and because they have stepped up to the plate, we can do what we do at the Agriculture and Trade
Yes.
Show.
Make it bigger
Ladies,
and
Ladies,
better.
thank you very much. We've enjoyed our time with you.
Yes.
And there are a lot-
Thank you.
We'll take pictures of Sabrina on the bull.
I'll be the one in the cowboy boots.
Yeah. And again, there are a lot of people behind the scenes. For example, our personnel, in the Ministry of Agriculture,
Yeah.
the extension officers, the district agriculture coordinators, Ramon Galvez, from Cayo, who is always supporting Rodeo and Livestock Show. I have Cecilio Gregorio and many others, the police department in Cayo, many others behind the scene and
Supporting.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys that do media coverage for us, solo así nos vemos mejor, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only two handsomest men, they say, to represent the ministry.
And here we are, encouraging everybody to attend the Agricultural and Trade Show.
Yes.
Thank you. Muchas gracias a todos.
Yes, muchas
Thank you,
gracias.
too.
Thank you, gentlemen, for stopping by. We wish you all the best, and we'll see you on the grounds, on the show grounds.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, the conversation switches into making matcha and coffee with Bricks and Books.